Hello guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys my tools. There's going to be a tour into my toolbox and the tools that I have. I know a lot of people done videos, and today I'm doing a video. I want to show what I have. You know, this is my toolbox here. This is the Epic. This is an expensive toolbox. I maintained it good. I keep this thing clean, you know, weekly I clean it. Over the weekend I do go through all of my tools, set them up, clean them up. They're probably not in the best condition right now because it's like a Friday, and every Monday morning it's a slow day, usually Monday, and that's when I clean up. So let's open this toolbox up. Right in here, inside this toolbox, we have all the scan tools. This is what I work with. All right, we got the Solos Edge. You probably seen one of my videos on this. And then Rarest, this is the one I wasn't happy about. They discontinued this bad boy. I still use it. I like it much better than this. The reason is I had a car like an Audi. It had electronic brakes, the rear electron brakes. There's a parking brake, and this wasn't able to do it. It needed an update. Even though it was updated, it still didn't do it. I called the Snap-on guy. He came, he updated his scan tool, and he ended up giving me a free update because it didn't work. But what I did here was I put the earlier year on that vehicle, and it worked. And it released that caliper in the back, the electronic calipers. And there's other ways to do it. I know a lot of people, they give voltage for the motor to come out, but I don't want to damage anything. That caliper is not so cheap. So this did it. And the beauty of this is, you see this right here, let me get a better view. This right here, it connects to your car, and this can stay here. You know, you could take this into the office, you can work on this, you can go through all the stuff that you need to, go through the settings, go through the diagram, check out the anything you like, check the output of all the sensors from right here, from this table or from your office. You don't have to be connected to the car like this one. You know, the wire is part of it, so you got to be sitting in the car. That's one thing I don't like about this. You know, they should not have discontinued this, make it better. They do have another Rarest, but this is what I like. You know, this is the first big scan tool I bought probably 7 years back. So there's that. And then I have my laptop here. This is an old laptop. It still has like Windows 7 on it. You see that? And then I have my pass-through in here. This is pass-through in here. A lot of times what you need to do is when you're programming a computer, I don't do videos on those because a lot of credit card information needs to be entered, a lot of security reasons pretty much. So let's say you change the module on a car, you didn't need to update it or program the module, so you would go through the dealer website. Through that, you pay a fee, you enter your credit card, and it would give you all the software on that module. And this is just like a bucket, so this would grab the information, throw it onto this, and this would push it right into the car, and that's how you program a module or flash a computer on a car. And then back here I have some of my cleaners, my leather cleaner for the car table. This is what I use, so I'm not going to show it because some people might not like it. This is a cleaner, it cleans grease pretty good. And then I have this is I got this from a car wash. They told me about this, one of my friends, his name is Rana. If you're watching this video, Rana, still have your stuff here, thank you. It works pretty good. It's like waxing a car, but it's liquid. But that's what I use on the surface here, and it makes it nice and shiny, you know, no dirt. You see that? And then moving on to this side, this screen is usually connected to my Rarest, so if I need to show it to a customer, they can see it right there. And then I have this came with my AC machine. All right, what this does is it checks. It's a laser to detect infrared thermometer. It checks the temperature. You could be sitting over here and point at the wall over there. It'll tell you how hot that wall is. Let me open this up, and so we can get a look at it. You know, I use this for the AC. You know, to determine how hot is the So you see that laser right there? I don't know if you can see it. You can see it on the screen, but you can't see it on that. You can see a little bit. So I'm pointing at the toolbox here. The toolbox is 76 degrees. This is about the same. Let's point at the wall over there. 77. So you can check the temperature with this pretty easy. So that's that. Then I have my TPMS machine here. This is Snap-on. I can pretty much do a lot with this. I can check the sensors, see the output of the battery and everything. And there's a lot of things I could do with this. I'm not going to go into detail with this, but I do have another TPMS machine. And so I'm gonna now, we're gonna open my top drawer. It's probably a mess, but I have a lot of Snap-on ratchets here. There's one on the table over there. That's the one I'm using right now. There's two of them over there. I'll go over there and I'll show you those. So I got the, it's in front of you. You can look at it. I shouldn't be telling you details. Got the ratchets. I got the torque right here. And then I got a lot of adapters here. Lost one of my adapters. I'm gonna find that. It's probably sitting somewhere. I'll find it. A lot of adapters here. I have spark plug sockets. 17, 18. This is for the oxygen sensors. I got a lot of sockets more further back there. Those are for the axle. Then I got the Allens over there. And this little tool right here is for Subaru to put the belt on, right? And I got a lot of Torx over there, the 12 points. And then I have these are the ones I got like in 2010. I did an axle on a Volkswagen. Then I have a lot of extensions here. Some of the tools you might see got a little rust on it because I haven't used it much. They've been sitting. I'm gonna clean those up. And these are my favorite socket. I got the deep, 1/4 inch, shallow. Deep, shallow, and short. And I got 3/8 drive, deep, and then I have short. All right. Then I have my swivels here. These are 3/8 of a drive. They go up to 21, and they start off by like number 8. And then I have a lot of, these are my old sockets. I don't use these much because I went and I bought like almost $10,000 worth of tools. You see in this drawer and about one of the bottom drawers. And then I put these to the sides. And then I have breaker bars. I have big long extensions here. Then I have extensions here. 1/2 inch drive, 3/8 and 1/4. These are Snap-on. These 1/4 inch drives. Snap-on, Snap-on, Snap-on. These I use a lot. They're like most of them are like Huskies, Cabot. All right. And this tool here was used on Audi to drain the transmission fluid, but you could use it for other purposes. And I made this tool right here. This is a part of something, I don't know what the hell it was, but some of the axles on Audi and Volkswagen, you stick this in and turn it out, right? Because you don't really have that size in the Allens. Right, and then down here I have 12 point or whatever they are, 24 point sockets. They're same as these right here, right? And then these invert Torx works on a lot of BMWs and Mercedes. And then I got 12 point sockets here, 3/8 of a drive. All right. So you guys seen everything in here. Let's move on to my next drawer. All right, starting off with the crow feet. These are Craftsman's. These I got like 10 years back. These are Snap-on. I got Blue Point number 10. I needed that, just that. Then I got some Craftsman here. And 12, 15, 17, 18. And then I have another Blue Point 22. Works on oxygen sensors. And right back there I have these little curved wrenches. They're like close-ended. They usually work on a lot on if you need to get to a angle where you can't fit anything. Then I have these short letter wrenches here. And then we're gonna move on. These are all of my old wrenches here. And then I have Blue Point gear wrenches. They run from 8mm to 19mm. So that's that. These are my favorite. Then I got some adjustable wrench. I cut this one off so I can get it to a proper place. Then I have these are all my old wrenches back here. All this you see over here is my old wrenches. Then I moved on to Snap-on. Then I got a lot of wrenches laying around here. And all of my tools that I use a lot Snap-on, they're up ahead, you know. So let's move on to my long gear wrenches. These are made by, these are Snap-on. I believe these are they're Snap-on, right? Because I know they had it in Blue Point. I didn't want it, gear wrenches. So they're long, they're pretty long. You see that, how long they are? They work very good, you know. Sometimes you need that little extra torque, or sometimes these little wrenches won't do it, so you have to put a wrench on a wrench. I'd rather use these long ones. They're little if you put a wrench on a wrench, they'll be like that long, but this works pretty good. So you have to buy them in 2 packages. You'll get 10, 12, 14, and then the odd numbers in another set. So what I did was I bought them both. There was about like $800 to $900, but then I just combined them, so I have them 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And moving on. So these I love right here. This is for the serpentine belt. Works very good. Comes with a whole bunch of adapters. All right, you probably seen me use this on a lot of videos. And let's move on to my next. Oh, I forgot. Let's go back over here. You can see back here it's blue. All right, a lot of Snap-ons. You have to buy the light. So what I did was I went to IKEA and I got this, and it comes with a little, see I marked right here, like a little control unit here. And this is blue. My favorite color is blue, so I keep it on blue. So that's where I marked that. So if I move around, it'll change color. You see that? It'll change colors. You can change it to any color, and then you also can make it do it manually. See, I'm not touching no more, but it keeps changing colors. Sometimes I keep it according to like season, you know, Christmas, red. Yeah, it's whatever the mood I'm in, right? So that works pretty good. And I'll leave it on. And there's a switch back here. There's a power port back over here, right? So this gets all of its power. And there's one back here, I believe inside this right here. And let me point one more thing, guys. Let me take out this. All right. Alright guys, this right here, what I'm about to open is a good tool, alright? A lot of people should get this. I would rather get this than that Snap-on one over there, because with this, you could put a sensor in here, TPMS sensor, and you can buy blank sensors. You could take the ID of the old sensor and program it with this. So I have that also. So I got sensors in this little box right there, and that's that. All right, so let's move on to my we did this drawer. This is a mess. This is the one I hate this section, but I use these a lot. I got a lot of vice grips. I bought one set, I lost it, and then I got another set, so I have you're gonna see extra vice grip in here. All right, and then I have a lot of retainer removers. Let me just gather my light properly. I use these lot on bearings. They have retainers. Anywhere there's retainers, you have a lot of sizes here. All right, you can see all of these. Right, they're different sizes, different angles. And then my favorite tool right here, I'll call that cutter. You know, you can see this is the most dirtiest. I gotta clean it. And then it comes with it comes as a 3 set. I love 3 of them. You know, I don't use these two a lot, but this works very well on anything. All right. It has a sharp edge in the front, and the Snap-on guy that comes to me, he's good. So once it wears out, he just changes it for me, right? And I got 2 needle-nose long ones here. I got one more over there sitting around. We'll get to that. So that was a quick nap section. Let's go on to the next one. This is just miscellaneous. I got a lot of chisels here, a couple of stuff that I don't use much, you know. And I got a squeegee. I got old ratchets, blades. These are for woodwork, drill bits. Everything's in here, little. All right, you can see everything a lot like green color. You know, you're gonna see a lot of green in my thing. So this set right here comes with a complete screwdrivers. It has a lot of different sizes and a big fat screwdriver, pretty good. Comes with the little stubbies. Then I have picks here. They're different angles. All right, and I found this in the car, so it stays with those picks. And then these are for radiator hoses. If you got a radiator hose, sometimes it grabs, it grips it, you can't get it out. I'll make some videos of it. You could use this to clamp it off, remove it off, make the grip become loose. And then you have clip removers. These are two for the door panels. A lot of clippers on bumper. You have a smaller size here, all right? And then you have a long one. You could reach this very far with this one. Then I have my old screwdrivers, and these are pretty good, you know. These works good. You probably know about these. You can put little screws, adapters in the front. Miscellaneous. I don't use too much. Snap on. This is a long Phillips head snap-on screwdriver. I lost some of these, but they're still there. All right. Now we're getting into like a diagnostic tools. All right. I got my pry bars, as you can see there. I was looking for this box, and look where it's sitting on. I got 25-piece screw extractor. Sometimes you break a bolt, you want to remove it. I'm not gonna open that, right? We got compression test set in here. It has a lot of stuff. You could probably find a video on that. And then I got timing tool set here. Fuel line tools. These are to remove fuel lines. Alright, and I use this guy here a lot. Alright, this is to check injectors, whole bunch. You can stick this thing to anything, you know, anywhere this fits, and then it will light up. If there's some power there, it works like a test light. And then it comes with a long wire. You could attach it to the windshield, and when this powers up, it'll throw a signal, like a light through it. This works like one of those cables. I forgot what they call them. Alright, so this is a cable that light travels through. Fiber optic, there you go. It's like a fiber optic cable. So if you put a light through here, it'll travel through this light, and you can put this on the windshield here, and you'll see it in there, right? That's how that works. Then this tool here is for rotors. This is called a punch, and you put one of these adapters on. A lot of the rotors, they have little screws. They don't want to come out, and you hit this back of the hammer and you turn it towards the way you want it, and it removes that stuck bolt in there. Then going down here, we have oxygen sensor set. This is to remove oxygen sensors. This is for brake. This is a brake tool. You probably seen me use this on a lot of Honda brakes. The rear caliper that doesn't compress in by itself, you have to compress it with by turning it. So that's that tool. Then we got some rivet, rivet, whatever you want. We don't even use that thing anymore, so let's not talk about it. Down here I have a fuel pressure test gauge, whole bunch of adapters in there, and then we have you can see this for yourself. A lot of Allens, Torx, different sizes, Phillips, flathead. This is pretty good. You need to have this, you know. Most of these tools you're seeing, a lot of mechanics should have it. In this, I have my old cheap SK swivels. Lost some of them. There's one laying right there. And this tool set here works pretty good on a lot of brakes. Some of those Brembo brakes, they have a pin like Toyota uses a front for 2004 Toyota 4Runner. That's the one that one of my friends got it. He comes around, he burns his brakes a lot. So this is just these are all punches, you know. So they're different sizes, skinny, and this is just to punch the pin out of the calipers. And then you have pulleys for power steerings. All right, this is for my AC. Then I have some old drill bits in this box right here. There's some laying on the side there. This bottom box, it has few tools. We have a leak detector for the AC. We could use this for a lot of things. All right, and then I don't even know what that on there. I'm not even gonna go into it. This was for the fuel pumps. It's like a strap. You turn the fuel pump, and then we have a slide hammer that's been sitting in here. I don't even use this so much anymore. We have adapters for the slide hammer. All of them are down here. All right, and so this is just a junk toolbox. Not toolbox. I'm talking about the tool cabinet. This right here is to do paperwork. You know, you can put it. I don't even really use it. And then we have a lot of brake tools in here. These are for drum brakes, the springs and brake lines. I have fittings in here to do the flares and the brake lines. That's this. That's everything in here. Then I have this to rethread some of the bolts. Sometimes you break a bolt or strip a bolt. You can rethread with this. That was Craftsman. I had it for years back. Then I have a couple of miscellaneous in here. This is a lot of my electric work, you know, wire. There's not too much involved. Voltmeter, gotta have that. Any mechanic, gotta have that, all right? Then I got some tape, test light. I do need to get a power probe. This is for brakes also, right? And then I got some strippers. Then we got these little things, you know what these are, to fix the, to make the connections on cable. We got the solder there. Down here, I don't have much. AC leak detector, and then we got this tool right here. This is for fan clutches, to remove the fan clutches. It's a big set, Snap-on. Got it from the Snap-on guy. And then these are oil filter kit for Toyotas. And don't worry about that. This is one of my scanners. This is for this right here. This was also for TPMS sensor, but all this does is you can only check what they're doing. And I got some wrenches laying in there I don't use anymore. Now we're gonna get to my second favorite drawer. First drawer, I would call this a drawer. I don't know what you want to call it, table. This is where I do a lot of my diagnostics. In here, all right, I have a lot of my tools in here, right, guys? Ignore the light coming from my side. This is my favorite. Needs to be cleaned. I'll do that on the Monday morning. Then I got my electric ratchet, 3/8 drive. Got my air hammer. Gotta have that. All right, and I got this big heavy duty gun in here, and I got an air heat gun. This has been sitting there for years. I don't know, it's gonna die there just like that. Then we got the little 1/4-inch drive, air ratchet. Gotta put fitting on that. There's my charger. This is what I use to charge the batteries on my drill and air ratchet. All right, it's not much in here. Now I'll take you over to the other side and we'll see. All right, guys, my phone rang and my battery finished, but while it was charging, I put up this is where I also fix my truck here. I have an RC truck, you know, this is a big X-Max truck. If you guys into hobbies, you have to get this type of truck. All right, this is made by Traxxas. This is the 8S, and I got my light green, you can see back there, green light. And also I have what you call it, my truck is green. That's the word I was looking for. See that? Green lug nut, green shocks. So this is my truck, and in the background I turned my light into green. All right, guys, so if you are into hobbies, RC cars, this is electric, so don't buy those gas ones. They're terrible. Your arm gets tired. So let's go back to the toolbox video. All right, let me get a good angle of this. All right, this is my Apex toolbox. And there's my X-Max. What I do here, sometimes I do repairs here, then I clean up my station here. Also, I'll show you my station inside, and let's go inside. All right, guys, before heading inside, I just wanted to show you I have a little mess table here. This is where I just put the tools here sometimes, and I got some stuck. There's a big knife there that comes handy sometime. So I got another ratchet that wasn't in there. These are the two ratchets you wouldn't see in there, and I got a couple of more impact gun here. A lot of sockets here. This stuff, because this is common. You know, I'm not gonna run to toolbox just to go grab this 19 here, or 19, 17, or a 24. All of these are Snap-on except this one and this one and this one. All right, and this ratchet is not it's a Duralast. Don't even look into it. I got my little drill there. This is my tool for the house. I'll just take it home, and I just bring it here because I was working on something, and I gotta clean that up, and then I'll take it. All right, so let's go inside. All right, guys, in here I have another toolbox here. This is where the Varis. While I put the truck over there, I bring the Varis in here, and this is my little light in here. And when I'm making the truck repair videos, I'll put it over here. I use this light, and then I also have studio lights up there. I have a lot of lights in here, guys. You know, this is my man cave, so it's dark in here. So if I turn off this light, you're gonna see. Let me turn this off, and I'll take it off the table. And this is my office. This is where I do a lot of my editing videos, office work. I got MacBook there, and I got a new computer here. And then I got my TV screen there. I'll watch the news or whatever. My kids was there. They did a little drawing, one over there, one over here. And I got the screens here. All right, I can watch everything outside. If there's a customer pulling in, I can see. And I can see the two doors. From in here, I can see the whole shop out there pretty much. And then I have a compressor room in here. So let me remove, this is my truck tools to fix the truck. So in here, we have the Varis in here. All right, sometimes I could scan the car in here while being in here. So this is where I keep this most of the time. Sometimes I take it out there. All right, and this locks, that locks. And then we got some German car keys, and that's that. And then I'm not gonna open all these drawers because some of them are full of junk, like this one, all paper, office paperwork, all the adapters you need here for the German BMWs. Everything is in here. All right, so this comes as a pack. There's a whole bunch of stuff down here. There's nothing down there below that. So that's it, guys. And then this is, like you see, a great setup here. All right, this is my truck. You know, I put a couple of stuff up here, and then like I said, it's dark in here. That's what I like, dark in here. You know, it's not too bright in here, so I can chill in here, sit in here, chill in here. So this is my little setup. Thank you for watching, guys, and please subscribe. And if you have any questions, please comment. Don't say nothing bad, man, because I'm sure everyone has different opinion. So this is just to show you guys, you know, so we can compare it what other people have, what I have. You know, mechanic needs to have good tools, and that's what I got. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and bye bye. And there's the flag of America. 4th of July is coming soon. We'll make a video.